Hi there, everybody. I'm Rosslyn. Welcome to Orkney. Now, today is the 27th of August, which means it is International Game Book Day. Indeed, indeed. Both me and... I was just looking to see if I could see where it was. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain have our birthday today. It's 43 and I'm 44. Indeed so. This is just the reprint from Scholastic, innit? Yeah, I think so. They did most of them. It's a lot newer, but the original came out on August the 27th, 1981. And also as an aside, I'm stunned that I had to make this badge myself. There is apparently nobody selling these. Have they all sold out because they're such high demand? I just assume that. But yes, we're here today for my first playthrough of Shadows of Doom, one of Steven Thraves' compact adventure game books. I believe there are 4 of those. I have all of them, so if you like this, say so, because I can do more. He has a whole set of them that are big bumper packs with complicated equipment that are almost always arrive missing if you get them nowadays. This isn't those. There are 4 of these that don't need that, and they're small, and it'll tell us about it inside. So this is written by Steven Thraves, published by Hodder and Stockton, who I've never heard of, illustrated by the wonderful Terry Oakes. I get this lovely barbarian guy to kick off. Nice one. It says, compacts are very different from every other type of adventure game book. They have been specially designed so that their play is as convenient as possible. Your scorecards are on special fold-out flaps. Oh, I should say, don't take offence if you've done one a bit better, because this was written in 1993. This probably was quite unique back then. So they're on special fold-out flaps for scores, so that your current score is always there at a glance. I think it's just talking about like the adventure sheet. I've done myself a wee scribble here on scrap paper, as would have been customary if I was playing this as a kid. I did have this as a kid too. We get this lovely map here. How cool is that? So snazzy. Anyways, it is saying these flaps also contain all of your adventure accessories. The only thing you have to provide yourself is a pen or pencil to mark your scorecard. And I've got one of those ready. Don't even need a rubber saying. Loads of scorecards, got 40 of them. Just use them, get through it. Fortunately, nobody's done that on my copy. It says its compacts are ideal for playing at home, on holiday, in the car, wherever you like. It's quite lenient of them. They're not just like, well, this is strictly restricted. This game book can only play it while you're curling one out or walking along the road, no other times. You just use it anywhere. That is handy. Anyway, I'm just being silly because I'm getting ready to see if there's more to... Not word straight on me yet. Nice one. Oh, we do get more instructions later on, but as a wee start. Okay. Your quest. You, a young barbarian warrior, eager for your first adventure, have travelled over many a sea to answer the desperate plea of a friend of your late father's. He is lord of the kingdom of Tyaneer, and his own son has been kidnapped. Welcome, lad. The distraught old man greets you as you arrive at his draughty castle. Oh, I ken your experience is little, but I hear you have all the heart and courage of your father. So you see my best hope? I'm asking you not to try and rescue my son, he explains wretchedly, for I know not where he's held. It could be in a dungeon anywhere in this land, or even over the sea. All I ken is the ransom the cursed fiends have demanded, an inscribed arrow from them said that if they don't get that ransom, they'll cut my son's throat. son. It is 6 precious stones, each the size of a man's fist. That's big. Not just one either. Dang. Yeah, my character's saying that. Jewels the size of a man's fist? You gasp. That's impossible. Surely. Especially in a kingdom as impoverished as this, you silently reflect, as your glance moves discreetly around the sparse castle. But the old man seems to catch your glance. But maybe it is no impossible, he says, and by way of explanation he leads you up a twisting stone stairway to the lofty battlements. You see we're there, he asks, pointing through the stormy sky to an eerie silhouette on the horizon. It's a dark, cone-shaped mountain. That's the volcano of Doom, about a day's ride fae here. It's long been extinct, but the infernos that once raged there are said to have given formation to many wondrous diamonds, rubies and emeralds. But surely they would have been plundered by now, you ask as you watch a fork of lightning flash round the distant volcano. Despite this bright flash, the conical shape remains black as coral. The old man shakes his head. Maybe you'll go near it, he tells you, for it is also said that those infernos gave creation to hideous life forms, grotesque monsters and fiends. He slowly turns his imploring eyes to you. That is why it is no easy task for me to ask you this. You want me to go into the volcano? You gaze as you again peer at that far-off cone. It looks more forbidding than ever. But how do I enter it, you ask? Scaling steep sides like those will be virtually impossible. And even... Oh, am I still talking? I thought it was the guy answering. Sorry. Yeah, it's still me talking, my bad. Okay, how do I enter it, you ask? Scaling steep sides like those will be virtually impossible. And even if I did manage to reach the top, what about the descent afterwards? The volcanoes inside will surely be even more sheer. There'll be no need to climb, the old man informs you. According to one of my foresters, there's a small cave at the base of the southeast face of the volcano. I wondered when I was to show you this. This is right at the start, but clearly had nothing to do with the cave. But yeah, this will be what he's talking about. But let's scoop on this thing. Didn't have to go the standard crappy cave route. Right, so a forester says there's this at the base of the southeast face of the volcano. Lovely stone tower with steps and more steps and like people at the top and like windows cut into the stone and like a big doorway at the bottom. It's looking a lot better than a cliff, I'll say. He is sure the forester is sure a series of tunnels lead from there, which eventually find their way right to the volcano's very core. So... Oh, sorry, it's the old geezer speaking. It even say he was an old geezer. It might not. Maybe said he's a young whippersnapper. Can't remember. Sorry, I'm doing the wrong voice all over because I got distracted by the picture. Right, sorry. He said, there'll be no need to climb, the old man informs you. According to one of my foresters, there's a small cave at the base of the southeast face of the volcano. Then I showed you the thing, right. He is sure a series of tunnels lead from there, which eventually find their way right to the volcano's very core. So the means are there, son of my dear friend. All it needs is the courage. So, now we are getting quest instructions. They're not very long, so I'll do them. I'll just crack on, we'll see. Just get them done. Quest instructions. We've got number of steps. 1, 2, I thought it was 5, but we've got another page, 11 in total on 3 pages here. Right. Step 1. For each attempt at the quest, you must use one of the scorecards on the inside of the book flap. Yes, it's got like teeny tiny portable adventure sheets. They're brilliant. It's a lovely idea. So your scorecard is as handy as possible. during the game. Always keep the appropriate flap opened out as you read through the booklet. So I've got mine down here. Right-handed readers will find it more convenient to use the scorecards at the back of the book first. Ah, I like that. Oh, I'm chuffed they thought of that. Yeah. So that's nice. Left-handed readers might prefer the ones at the front that they have surmised. Very good. Step 2. The little person column. Oh, it'll be easiest to show you the little doodle I've done then. I have a little person here. Can you see that? Done a little dude. Or a little chick. Don't know which one either of these are meant to be. Maybe I'll have a lassie this time. Right. The little lassie column on your scorecard is for showing your current strength. The gem colour. Oh, I'll just hold it up and you can see all three then. So we're going to do it individually. So we've got person, gems, and no, I don't actually know what that is. Right. The gems column is the number of jewels you've gained, and the pile of shite column is, oh, accessories you've collected. It is just a bunch of random crap. Fair enough, I couldn't tell. It didn't even look like a sushi on a tray or anything. I couldn't even work it out. Yeah, just random. Yeah, that's what I was copying. It looks like random tat. I've done a really good little doodle of it. Looks exactly like that. Yeah, no, fair enough. Right, so that's just strength. Jewels, accessories, nice one. Right. I can write that on them, just for the hell of it. Strength. How's your game book day going? Or whenever you watch it. Could be any time. It is really early here. But I need to go in and sleep more. I will do that soon, but I want to play this first. Why not? Right. Column is a heading here. But the person next to it. Oh, the person column. Which is strength. Got you. Step 3. At the start of the adventure, your strength is 5. It goes up to 5, so that's cool. If you are weakened in some way during the quest, though, you must use your pen or pencil to delete the 5. If you're weakened again, delete that 4, and so on. We're getting a whole explanation. I might have this separate from the playthrough, though, so that we can crack on, because it's very simple, really. They're just not used to people playing game books back in the day. It's good to have explanation for people who aren't used to these, though. If people are new, this might be a good one to recommend for people who want more than just a choose-your-own-adventure branching narrative, but not a whole ass like rolling dice and that, and it can't be portable and stuff. Nah. Right then. When you've deleted every number down to including 1, says step 4, it means you've perished, and so you must immediately stop your quest. If you wish to make another attempt at it, you must start the game all over again, using a fresh scorecard. Womp womp. Step 5, the jewels column. The object of the quest is not only to come out of it alive. Here's another thing I've got to remember. You also want to gain as many jewels as possible. If you acquire a jewel during the game, show this on your scorecard by circling the one in the column. It's called jewel there. Stacking them up. And it goes up to 6, so there's a maximum of 6 you can get, I assume. So hope to grab a few jewels here. This is nice. A little bit of a goal there. Yeah, it's just saying you get a jewel, circle the 1, you get another one, circle the 2. Just doesn't want anyone pissing about pretending they don't know what's going on and cheating. It's fair. It's good to have a nice clear explanation. Step 6. The more times you attempt the game, the better your final jewel score should be. Makes sense, because you know how to get the jewels. When you've obtained the maximum of 6 jewels, yeah, they're saying they definitely don't expect that straight away, but still it's possible. Once you've done that, that's the ultimate goal. It's equivalent to when you unlock 100 gamer points or a platinum trophy for, completing the game kind of thing. Right, when you've got all 6 jewels, you have indeed completely mastered the Shadows of Doom. Says step 6. Then we've got the pile of shite column, just a bunch of crap for accessories. Step 7, there are 3 useful accessories to be picked up during the game. I've got an M, an R and an S. I'll maybe write out in a little bit more. I've got M brackets app. Because they're trying to fit 40 of these on a thing. And, I mean, I'm not. You know what I mean? Ciphers and a cryptics scroll. So I've got a map here. I've got a scroll. And what was the... let me just see where it's at. Map, Book of Ciphers. And a cryptics scroll. It was the Book of Ciphers R for some reason. Yep. They're... I didn't get the wrong, did I? MRNS. Well, maybe it's not an R. Look, it's got crappy... Like, I don't even... Oh, jeez, I don't want to bend this either. Hang on, let me get the other way around. Like that. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like... It's got such a bad font. I'll fold that back in again. Right. It might be a B. I think that's what it is. And this is why having a good font is a good idea when you have stuff like this. Which, writing is crucial, because I thought it was an R. It said I had a map where it had M. We had a Book of Ciphers, which didn't... I thought it was an R. I was like... So I was confused. There was a cryptic scroll, and I could figure out how it related to the final S that's down here. So I did that first while I stalled and tried to work out how R related to anything. And then I lost where it was because I was skim reading and there was Book of Ciphers, cryptic scroll, map, what? You know? Book of Ciphers. They could have had their, initial one be the same weird font they had on the character sheet to make it easier to understand, but they didn't. I think it's just one person. Steven Thraves wrote it. He could, but he didn't think of it, and that's okay. Point being, I've now got 3 slots for map, book, and scroll, and I don't have any of those yet. Ain't got nothing, ain't got no jewels. Oh, I have 5 strength. I've got 5 strength, so that's good. Right. So possession of these accessories will greatly improve your chances of succeeding at the quest, and so you should make every effort to find them during the game. If you do pick up one of these accessories, show this on your scorecard by using your pen or pencil to circle that accessory's code letter in the swag column, I'm going to call it, says step 8. This means that you are then entitled to consult this particular accessory where appropriate during the game. On such occasions, simply select the flap showing that accessory and tuck it in next to the page you're reading. Oh, it's on the back. It's on the back. It's got it. Jeez, can you see that? See this? See that? It's good that. Right. That's good that. Right. So we've got flaps that have accessories on, so you can just tuck it in. Get a wee tuck. Makes it really easy to look at. Okay. Tuck it in next to the page you're reading. Any accessory that hasn't been circled in your scorecard may not be folded over and consulted during the game. Yeah, I had consulted in italics and it seemed weird. You consult it at the back. I like that. It's really nice. This is well designed. I'm chuffed with this. Like I said, there's 4 of them. I had this one as a kid and I've not read it for decades. I don't think I had the others. This is brill. I found a picture of this that I drew decades ago. It's well good. Anyway, final one, last bit. And then I think, because we're getting on, it's getting long, this intro, I will wrap this one up and we can launch straight into the adventure for part 2. And people can decide if they want all the bump, especially since it's pretty straightforward, actually. It's quite a chatty kind of intro this time, but sometimes they are, because that's how it be. But yeah, I'll get on with usually crack on a bit more with the playthrough. The last bit is just how to fight monsters. It's so straightforward, but I'll give you a proper explanation. Step 10. All treasures in the Shadows of Doom are guarded by monsters. All of them, right? Jewels, loot, everything, it sounds like. And the only way you can acquire them is by fighting the monsters. Some are easier to fight than others, though. And part of the skill of the game is to try and find these. When you decide to fight a monster, you will then, but only then, be given that monster's strength. I'm guessing we're going to be told it looks like a minotaur, it looks like a crappy wee thing-etic. Be a bit mean otherwise, but that's good. That is good, okay. It'll be denoted by a number in a beast's claw ranging between 1 and 6. Said ours goes up to 5, so that's good. 1 to 6, okay. We get some stuff around this range, okay. The higher the number, the harder it'll be to slay the monster. You engage combat with the monster by picking from a list of simple codes, and then looking at the picture for this code in the combat chart next to your scorecard. And it's got all these boxes. It's got a whole bunch of boxes with 3 different options. I'll show you the one here too, like that. And it has a little illustration of you on top of the monster stabbing it, and it says, means you have killed the monster. It's got a... Well, it seems like it's... Yeah, pretty in charge in the next one. It's really looming over me with a big knife, and I'm on my knees and putting my sword down, got my head down. It means the monster has wounded you. And then we've got both of us just kind of looking like a little bit hunkered over, a little bit going at it still. Just says that just means there's no outcome yet. And you go on to the next round of the battle. Yeah, because I'd seen from a quick peek that they go in rounds, the fights. I don't know if it gets harder or what's going on with that, but you pick different things each round. It's a really good system from what I can see. We'll see in practice, but in theory, it's a really nice, compact system. A really good format of book, and it's got complexness without being obnoxiously complex. It's got good simplicity of it, just a cheeky wee rule system, rather than just a story being told with branching narrative. Not there's a problem with that, shouldn't say just that, but you know what I mean, it's got a little bit of something extra, this one. And we get a lovely picture of a bat here, and it says, you are now ready to start your quest. Good luck. Thank you, Stephen. Nice to know you care about me, your reader. Anyway, yes, that is very much the very start of the adventure, and I'm putting my adventure sheet in there. This wraps up my intro for this. Maybe I should have said this to begin with, the blurb, but we can wrap up with it because it explains what I'm going to be doing in the adventure. I will have a drinky drink first, though. Right, yeah, so what is this adventure? Because usually I say at this point, that was the intro, it was lore and the rule system. But then I realised I've not done the lore, have I? What Shadows of Doom? Why are we getting jewels? What? So, right here on the back, herp-a-derp. Should have read that out. Could do it now, better late than never. Yes, so it is a Steven Thraves compact adventure game book. I'm going to say this isn't monetised or a promotion or anything. I'm just a chick on a hill who likes reading out full playthroughs of game books. It's just nice. This is the adventure game book that fits in your pocket. Unique fold-out adventure cards, easy-to-use compact scorecards, perfect for travel. You, a brave barbarian warrior, have received a desperate summons. The son and heir of Lord Tyaneer has been kidnapped, and the ransom demanded is 6 jewels, each the size of a man's fist. No, I remember this. We kind of got this, didn't we? Such jewels can only be found in the shadowy depths of the Volcano of Doom, a terrifying world where cruel and hideous monsters lurk. I see. Yeah, no, we did hear about the jewels the size of a man's fist, and we were all aghast, because we is an impoverished town, what the fuck, right? Yes, that's the situation. Kidnapping and ransom, yeah, he said about his son. Can you help? He was very, very overwrought, wasn't he? Very sad. Poor guy, poor son, everybody here, oh dear. Impoverished too in their town. Mercy me. So I have to go to the volcano of doom, go all the way into the shadowy depths where rumour says cruel and hideous monsters lurk. It sounds, terrifying by all accounts. To get 6 jewels, each the size of a man's fist. What a wonderful quest. Do you want to see? Well, I doubt I'm going to get all 6. But do you want to see if I can snag some jewels? Pick a few up? See what I can do? I certainly do. I'm going to do that in playthrough 2. And just to say one last time, this is written by Steven Thraves. This beautiful colour illustration by Terry Oakes. I believe it was him who did the lovely inside ones too. I'll just check. Absolutely fantastic. Lovely picture of a demon leaping towards me from the doom-laden shadows there. Absolutely glorious. I look forward to more of that very soon. But for now, I'm going to say toodaloo to you. I hope to see you for the playthrough. Bye-bye.